Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Novello in the Expressive Arts Room, and right now I'm going to demonstrate how to create a simple line drawing of a photograph using the app Adobe Draw. So I'm going to go ahead and open the orange and black app, Adobe Draw. I'm using a stylus, the same stylus that you have in class. And you'll see on the left there's a plus sign for project. I'm going to go ahead and tap that. When I do that, it brings up a paper screen, so I'm going to tap anywhere on the screen with my stylus and it'll expand the page. On the left hand side there's a variety of different tools. We're going to toggle down to the sharp pencil tool, and then we're going to need to tap on that to select our color. So you'll tap on the color. We're going to slide down the knob to black, and then when you tap on opacity, we want it at 100%, and then when you tap on size, you're going to hold down the stylus and slide it down to 0.5. So we want a really small dot. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the upper right hand corner of our screen where you see two pieces of paper stacked on top of each other, and tap that. We need to add a photo layer, so we'll tap our photo layer and we're going to select an image that's already on our iPad. You'll be using the image that you took for your forced perspective drawing camera picture. I'm going to tap on moments, and I'm going to be using an image from a student that I had last year. There we go. I'm going to click on this image here. Now once you have your image, you can use your fingers to expand it to the size you want. You can also change the opacity of your image. So if you tap back on those two papers stacked, you can lighten it by moving your toggle to the left to change the opacity. That helps sometimes when you're trying to distinguish the lines of your drawing. So I'm just going to lighten it up a bit. I'm going to shrink it down. And now with our stylus, we're going to outline the details of the drawing, of the image. So I'm just going to do a quick line drawing. I want every single detail that I can on this image, and all the wrinkles in the sweatshirt, the hood. So you're just going to go through and you're going to draw over the image, including all of the facial and hair details, the lines. I'm just doing this very quickly so that you can see how this is done. You'll be doing this a lot slower and more carefully. Alright, so the reason why we're doing this is because we're going to be using this image for your forced perspective drawing fusion. And what I'm actually going to be doing with this picture is I'm going to be removing the yarn from his hand, and I'm going to be placing something else in his hand that looks like it shouldn't belong. And in this case, I'm going to be putting a picture of my son in his hand to make my former student look like a giant about to eat my son. Alright, so here's my basic line design. When I tap back on the two papers stacked, I can tap on the photo layer and reduce the opacity even more before I'm finished. Now remember, I'm doing this very quickly for the sake of demonstration, but before you save your image, I want every detail to look exactly like the picture. And assuming that yours will, when you're finished with it, you're going to want to save it. So you'll tap the piece of paper with the arrow going up, and you'll click share. I'll want you to save this to your camera roll. So just save image and then close it. When you go back to your camera roll, your image should be there. So let's check and make sure. Aha! There it is. There's your image. So that is how you do a basic line drawing using the Adobe Draw.